Hello world. Patricia O'Connor and Frida Reba Darcy comes leisurely strolling into frame. Today on the bonsai balcony, it is Sunday. It is a very interesting sky. Look at that sky. I think that's beautiful, but I would say yes, that is a very interesting sky. Yesterday during our balcony tour, we dropped frame. I'm not sure why. We had battery. We may have overheated. I wasn't aware of a problem. Yeah, it just happened. That is the joys of shooting live video. So today on the bonsai balcony, I have a couple of little hacks or tips that I thought that I would show today. And a little reminder about another. I've got some wire standing by. See this length of wire here. And quick of you may have noticed there's a butterfly envelope clip. There's another one. These are going to be for guy wires. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to run guy wires. In the past, I have seen people drill holes in pots to run guy wires. I've seen people run wire around a pot, and I've actually done that too, but not anything this big, of course. And then run a guy wire up to that. But for this, I'm going to use a simple butterfly clip, and I'm going to go up to my limb. I suppose I should take that bend out of it first while shooting one-handed. Yeah, we can do that. So I'm just going to hang that loop I made on the end over this end here. Like so. That's all I'm going to do for now, except get a better hold there. It's fun to do this one-handed while recording how clumsy you are with the other hand. Okay, good. We did it. And that was a pretty accurate recording of how klutzy Patricia can be too at the same time. So then we're just gonna pull that down. We lost our hold up here. Go back up here and do that. There. Now let's put a little bit of a safety wrap around that so that it stays in place. And it's not necessary that you try to do this while holding the camera either. That's not really, for me, that's just part of the fun. But it's not really a part of the process. Not necessary, not a necessary step. Flip that back up. And then you see how I'm pulling that down, and then a little bend there so that'll hold where I'll put it. And now I can go back in here with my clippers, my wire cutters. Those are stainless steel wire cutters, and that is a piece for our next victim. Now I can take out some of the loose kinks and then pull this a little tighter. And that was just a quick way to come up with a loop or a rigging point to pull a guy wire there. I just pulled that really nice and straight. I just got that really good. Now, there's no reason why I can't continue to use that same point to pull that guy down and that guy down. So yeah, that's probably just enough wire to do this. No, but I have enough wire to do this. This is aluminum wire, and I can, and after those branches are set, and I decide to let it go, I can throw this off to the side and use it again for other stuff. I won't really be work hardening it by doing this to it. At least I don't think I will be. Let's see, find a good place to grab that, Pat. The weight, the weight of the wire just about does it on that guy by itself. And this one is pretty light, so I want to be, it's pretty fragile, so I want to be light with it. That's what I'm meaning to say. All right. And because it's a fulcrum point, I could really, and in this case, just basically the weight of the wire just brought that right down. Just more than enough by itself, by that alone. So, yep, that worked. Now I'm going to bend that up so that that's basically cinched off. Give myself a little room to wrap that up if I need to. I don't necessarily. Is that enough? Nope. Not enough. Let's see. I wanted to do one more on that point. Oh no, that's not enough. Look, I'm pulling that way down too much, but you get the idea. There's nothing wrong with my running another piece of wire longer than my leftover piece, which is what I'll do next. From here down to that point, and then freeing up both ends, I might clean up this, or I might clean up that. That looks a little one-handed, frankly. But that is a good way to come up with a rigging point without doing harm. See, I'm not doing any permanent harm to this ceramic pot here, nor am I doing any harm or scarring up. And if I was concerned about scarring up either one of these, I could have just as easily put a little piece of sponge or rubber or something in between the clamp and that surface. So that, in the end, will be a pretty good way to get around that. And speaking of, while we're talking about that, I'm not totally ready for this, but I'm sort of ready for this. Here recently, I pulled down some of the branches on this tree, and I did it by putting a wire loop around the pot here and here, and then using those as rigging points. I saw a better method, and I think in the future, if I do that again, I would take a piece of bamboo stake longer than this, or about this long actually, maybe a little longer than this, and drape it right across the top of the pot there, and wire it down. I could wire it down by bringing a wire up in two pieces like a staple from the bottom from one of the drainage holes. And when it comes out here, I could wire a piece of bamboo down from edge to edge and then go on the other side and do the same. And then that would give me a secure rigging point to pull down branches there without without harming the pot. So yeah, those are just a couple of little hacks. A quick look at our little Japanese black pines. Everybody is looking super green. Again, unseasonably cold, and it's June, but it's nice here. I would say it's in the 60s, and so yeah, this is just going to be a little short. That wasn't really long. I just thought that I would share this hack, this little tip about methods for giving yourselves a point to rig to, and you don't have to do it all screwy like that. If you had both hands and were graceful, that could look a lot more graceful. Maybe next time you see it, it'll look a little better. Like and subscribe if you guys have not already. I'm just really kind of kicking back and enjoying my Sunday as is. Miss Frida, we've got a pot roast cooking and we're looking to get to it. I appreciate you. Frida appreciates you. And thank you all so much for watching. Oh man, look at that.